G'day folks, Ben from Snowy's. Today I'm excited to take you for a walkthrough of this Inspired Overland lightweight carbon fibre rooftop tent.
Hit it.
This rooftop tent combines carbon fibre and aluminium to bring the total weight down to just 36 kilos. It's only 12 centimetres in height when it's packed and features a comfortable self-inflating mattress inside. Before we dive into this product, there is loads more content like this on our YouTube channel, so make sure you like and subscribe and you'll get notified of all of our latest content. Now let's jump in. Down here in the car park at Snowy's HQ, we've been playing around with the Inspired Overland tents. I've got the carbon fibre model on top of my vehicle here at the moment. I'm going to take you for a walk through today. I'm really excited because they've combined carbon fibre and aluminium in the construction of this to bring the weight down to just 36 kilos. It's low profile, lightweight, suits just about any vehicle and also lightens the weight of my vehicle if I was to put a rooftop tent on here. We'll go through all the features and differences in construction with you today, but firstly what comes with it, this is a bag, a ladder comes in. I've got the ladder attached on the other side, we'll show you shortly. And inside here are the fixings and stuff that you get with the rooftop tent to install it on your vehicle. We've got another video on how to do that, so check that out. Now there is an inflatable mattress, a self-inflating mattress inside the tent. If you want, you can take it out and pack it up in here. There's some compression straps and a storage bag in here, but you can pack it up with the mat inside and also sleeping bags. A little more on that later. And you do also get this protective cover which goes over the top of the rooftop tent while it's in storage. And for transit, particularly if you're driving through, say, low-level branches or anything, this is going to take the brunt and stop the carbon fibre panel on the top from getting scratched up. And going into weights and dimensions, as I mentioned, 36 kilos for the tent, plus about 6 kilos for the ladder. So a total of just over 40 kilos for everything. Dimensions, for the specifics, check out our website, but you're looking at around about 220 centimeters in length from end to end, including some of the brackets, and about 130 centimeters in width as well. Once again, depending on which brackets you've got on or taking brackets off, it changes a little bit for the total width. And height-wise, I measure about 10 centimeters on the side here once this is closed down to the top of the edge, but it bows up a little bit in the middle, particularly when you've got bedding inside. So let's call it 12 centimeters in height, really low profile, whatever the case. And then an extra 3 centimeters on the bottom here where you've got this rail that comes attached for mounting. And when it's open like this, from the top of your roof rail to the tip or the very peak of the tent, about 140 centimeters. Now the top panel of the tent is this sleek looking carbon fibre panel. So that's all carbon fibre. This comes with a protective coating when you grab it. And this is why you need that protective cover over the top if you want to keep this looking schmick. That's all framed by a lightweight aluminium frame here that's got a rubber seal on the bottom here that seals against the bottom when you fold it up. And you've got this channel here which will be available, other accessories will be available to install in there, but you do actually also get some rubber stripping. If we have a look at the front edge here, you can see this has got rubber stripping in here. You get extra rubber stripping to put in this channel if you're not going to use it and you like this look better to fill that channel in. Now the hardware around the outside, ladder brackets and latches, and these hinges here, which look like stainless steel to me, but they're a combination of either stainless steel or alloy. Underneath that, an aluminium frame or an alloy frame underneath here, all sort of come together with these reinforced plastic or nylon corners here. And underneath here, this is a weight saving measure. These are carbon fibre slats under here, and if I push through here, I can feel the mat on the inside with a waterproof layer underneath here to keep it dry. And they're all attached to an aluminium rail here that's used for installation to your roof bars. Moving on to the soft fabrics, this is a 2000 denier Polyester Oxford UV treated. It's all seam sealed and double stitched. It's got a rip stop in it, a nice durable fabric that balances weight and durability. And this is the latch that you use to clamp it all down. This looks like a combination of alloy and stainless steel to me. They're quite neat, easy to use latches. They're on each side and also the front of the tent. Stainless steel ladder brackets. There's 3 of these, 1 on each side and 1 on the back, and you also get some slightly longer ones depending on how you install it. Check out our install video for that. And then you get a durable but fine mesh in the windows and doors here to keep the mozzies out, but also is going to be nice, long lasting. Moving back this way a little bit, I just want to point out that the struts here are contained within the inside of the shelter. So when you pack this down there within the confines here, so they're not sitting out in the dirt while you're traveling around, and they really don't intrude much inside, which we'll show you shortly. Doing a walk through of all the features on the outside of the rooftop tent, it's largely symmetrical. So what we see on this side is the same as what's on the other side. I'll explain the small differences as we go. Firstly, this little panel here on both sides. So this is a little panel that covers up a hole that you can use to put a diesel heater or an air conditioner inside the tent if you like. There's one on each side, so you put your ducting in here, tighten it up, and you can air condition or heat straight inside the tent. If you're not using it, You can seal it down. There's Velcro all the way around to seal that up. You can use these tabs to secure it if you have got it rolled up. Forward to that, a double door. So this has got a waterproof panel on the outside, mesh panel on the inside. That's mirrored on the other side of the rooftop tent. I'll show you as I crawl in a little bit later. Boot bag that I've clipped on the outside here. Now you can put these in multiple spots. There are side release buckles that are fixed onto the tent here. So I've just clipped this on this side here. So you can remove it all together for pack up if you like, or just tuck it in. It's a waterproof fabric. It's bound on the sides here. Not completely waterproof bag though. I guess you could get some water in the sides here, but it's going to keep things pretty dry. Good for shoes, I suppose, overnight. Around to the back of the tent, you've got the side release buckles fixed in here. So I could put this boot bag at the back here if I like, just as I've done on the other side here. That's going to impede the use of my door, so it works to have it on the side for me. In front of that, a few more of those latches for securing it down. The ladder attachment points, which isn't going to work for me because I haven't got enough clearance at the back for the ladder to fit here, but I'll put it on the other side, which I'll show you shortly. Above that, you've got this is a doorway. There is a little stiffener bar in the bottom here to stop this flapping around too much, and that opens up to a mesh doorway here, so you can open that up and allow ventilation through. That's protected by this weatherproof awning over the top here, which has a PVC panel in here. Now this collapses down when you're not using it. You've got flexible poles that go in the corners here. I'll show you on the other side that there is this panel here, Velcro all the way around. You can open this up, roll it up and secure it at the top there, so you can have light come in to this awning over the back of your tent here. So depending on whether you want to let more light in or just keep it darker, keep the light out, I suppose, this gives you a weather protected space over this door, so you can open this up, let air flow through while keeping the rain out. On to the last side of the rooftop tent. Same features, once again, little panel here for the air conditioner or heating. Got the straight inside, doorway here, same latches. I do have the ladder on this side though, so I put the slightly longer ladder latches here just to bring it out further from my vehicle. This ladder is easily adjusted through these little points here, so it collapses up and down nice and easily. Attach that on there, and I've got access into my vehicle on this side. This is clear of my rear door here, so I can use the car. The ladder can sit there out of the way. It's not impeding any access. And I can also attach, if I wanted, I could attach the boot bag on this side here as well, but obviously that's going to be in the way of my ladder. Now I'm going to show you inside now. Before we jump in with the camera, I'm going to open up all the doors and windows so we can let a bit of light in, and we'll see what the space is like in there. Okay, I've opened up all three doorways to the tent here, so plenty of light in here now, plenty of ventilation on three sides, and we'll go through the features. Firstly, space inside. The mat is 210 centimeters in length by about 120 centimeters in width. Now it does taper down to the end, so you don't get use of that full length. I'll lie down shortly to show you how comfortably I fit in here. Height-wise, heaps of room to sit up. It's about 125 centimeters to this peak up here, and I can sit to the well side of that before my head's hitting the top here. Other features inside the tent, starting at the top here, you've got this storage pocket. There's three little mesh panels in here. You can remove this if you like. You don't have to keep it in there, but otherwise it just hangs there so you can keep essentials at hand. There is this black reinforced panel in the corner here with a Velcro strap on it. You can hang your lantern or something off of that. Quite a durable, secure hanging point there. We're moving down from there. You've got the two doors here that I've rolled up, the mesh and the hard, solid door, which we could just have the mesh closed here if we like for inset protection and let the breeze through. But I've got easy access out here to my boot bag, and also to adjust the awning over the top here if I want to pull these poles in and open this up to allow a bit of extra light. Moving back from there, you've got this storage panel here. It's got a media pocket in here, so you can put your tab and watch a movie if you like. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mesh pockets. That's all attached on a removable panel here, just attached by side release buckles in the corners. So you could take that out all together if you liked. And behind that, you've got this waterproof panel here, waterproof fabric, same as what's on the outside of the tent. But if you're interested in the construction of it, I'm just going to push that. You can see that there is a panel through here. So you've got that lightweight carbon fibre panel on the outside, and then this structure through here. So these feature every sort of 30 to 40 centimetres. There's another one down around about here. For that structure in the tent, in the roof of the shelter, sorry. So it means when you pack your sleeping bag in here, you've got a little bit of movement here, a bit of space to be able to pack a sleeping bag in, but we'll show you a little bit more on that in our setup and pack down video. And then moving down to the back of the shelter, not much to see there. These are the inlets that you can tighten up or seal up if you like, if you're not using them, for your air conditioner to come inside to have a bit of temperature control inside the shelter. Moving on to the mat that's inside, or the sleeping surface inside the tent. I'll fold all this right up to start with to show you what it looks like underneath. So this is a waterproof polyester panel here, and underneath there are the slats or the rails underneath that support the shelter. You might sort of think that's uncomfortable, but I'll talk a little bit more on that in a second. Before we do that, you get an anti-condensation mat that goes in underneath there, and then this 6 centimetre self-inflating mat fits over the top. This has got 2 valves in it for inflation and deflation. Check out our pack up set down video on the best way to do this, because if you squish this down a little bit first, you can fit sleeping bags inside here as well. But in terms of the comfort of the mat, I've actually just left these valves open because I want to demonstrate to you how comfortable you can make it. So I'm sitting in here right now with this mat with no air pumped into it, so it's not airtight. As I sit down, the air's pushing out of the valves. I can feel the rails underneath me. If I move aside, I can feel where they are, but it's still quite comfortable just to sit here. If I lay down though, my weight's then distributed evenly right across the whole mat, and I can no longer feel those rails in my body. If I lay on my back, it feels quite comfortable, or maybe just feel it. So if I just put a little bit of air inside this 6 centimetre mat here, it's going to lift me up and give me a good amount of clearance and make sleeping on those rails comfortable. And that's one of the key elements of reducing the weight of this tent, is to not have a full panel in the bottom here, but instead have those carbon fibre rails to bring that weight right down. You might be wondering about the length of the tent. Given the shape, it's got a wedge shape, which means they haven't put extra hinges or brackets in there to add weight. It's kept the weight down, but it does create that wedge at the end. Now I'm 185 centimetres in length, so if I lie here with my head up at the end of the tent here, I've got space for my feet. They just touch the top there. It's not hard. I've got a bit of space there before I hit the exterior on the outside, and the only rail is further up the tent here, so that feels quite comfortable. If I lay on my back, a little bit restrictive with my toes, they touch the end there. I'd say probably about 25 centimetres in for my feet to be directly upright like that, but for the most part, I sleep with my feet down like this, or sideways anyway, so there is room for someone of 185 centimetres. I'd say if you're much taller than me and you like to really stretch out and sleep straight when you're in bed, you might find it a little restrictive, but for the average person who sleeps probably with their legs bent, there's plenty of length inside here. So 120 centimetres of width makes enough space for you and your partner, probably a little bit tight for you and your mate. But if you are going solo, then you can obviously sleep diagonally, which gives you even more feet space. So probably a really good single person shelter, but enough space for your partner if you like. That is all the features, a walkthrough of Inspired Overland's lightweight carbon fibre rooftop tent. As I mentioned, 36 kilos for all of this tent in a low profile manner that's going to reduce your fuel usage and also reduce the total weight of your vehicle. These are an awesome tent, easy to set up, comfortable to sleep in. Check them out online at snowies.com.au.